Welcome back, adventurers, to the continuing adventures of Chile in Victoria 3 as we aim for the achievement Educated. There is actually no indication of what else we need to do to get this achievement. We just need to follow whatever the journal tells us, right, to learn the game, but once we do one thing, another thing will pop up. So yeah, I would like to have some indication of all the goals that we need to achieve to get the final achievement. That would be nice. But we'll just keep playing until the end, the bitter end, I suppose. Either way, we're doing pretty well. We got like Patagonia here. There's a bit here that we might be interested in after we get the southern end that we are still, what's the word, colonizing. This is the state of Selknam. And then, yeah, Argentina is doing these two bits. So if they stay away from this, then we might be able to swoop that up as well. Although there aren't any like really important resources there. There is some coal, some sulfur. Okay, yeah, we could use it, but it's not like important. Alright, what do we have? What's the situation? We have high tension with Mapuche and Selknam. That's to be expected. Patagonia is still in turmoil because we just conquered it, and a trade route is unproductive. Yeah, we have to subsidize grain, and tools are expensive, as is artillery, and low market access. So yeah, we need to do something about transportation here. We already have the suggested decree for road maintenance in Santiago, but we need to build another port and or a railway. So we should start working on railways. And Araucania, also that is new. It's not incorporated yet. Right? We're still growing this colony to the south. We can't incorporate it until that is done. But yeah, they have a problem with infrastructure as well. And they have gold fields, so that is kind of important. But we're doing good. Our gold reserves are going up again. So yeah, we did switch to higher taxation level, so we could drop that. But let's keep it at this. This is pretty good. Yeah, we could possibly drop the consumption tax on services. How big of a problem is that for our lower strata? Services here. 6.7% of expenditures. That's not really that bad, and it's only 70.7% above the relative middle. So no, it's clothes that are very expensive and have like double the expenditure. So yeah, and furniture, but they're not spending that much on it. So let's have a look at our market here. Yeah, we have a surplus of iron currently. That's good, I guess. And fertilizer. Okay. And then we have, yeah, we're doing okay with grain actually. Only 15% above the base price. No, but it's clothes that are very expensive. And paper, which is important for our government. And coal. So yes, we have a lot of stuff to work on. We're currently doing textile mills to help that problem with high clothes prices. We should probably do coal before iron. And probably even logging camps before iron. Chemical plants, why is that there? Is that to make more artillery? Tooling workshops, also. Is it tools? More so than coal. Yeah, let's reorganize it this way. Alright, there we go. And we've risen in rank to rank 30 in the world as a minor power. That is nice. Petite bourgeoisie is no longer influential. Well, we won't miss them. Clippers are getting slightly cheaper. Okay. What was the thing here? Artillery. Yeah, we're losing some money on importing grain, but it's okay to keep the grain price down. And we have music to my ears. Let's go a little slower. A well-acclaimed troupe of wandering artists has arrived at Santiago, followed by hundreds of requests about our generous government funding one of their concerts. Their lyrics, no, you wouldn't understand it. Only the saddest and deepest souls are able to dive into their hearts, wide open before us through those piano notes. Their songs talk about solitude, incomprehension, the lack of a serene place to retreat to. They truly capture the sorrows of a teenage soul. How would you understand it? Fund them. 400 government expenses. That is just this, right? They sound not so great. No, fund them. It's good for our prestige. And now we have a lot of unproductive trade routes suddenly. Who has died? Oh. From the rural folk. And the movement to enact agrarianism is disbanded. Well, that's good. We would never go back. And clothes are getting cheaper. Ah, that is because we actually got... So we don't need this anymore. Wait a moment. The decision of Santa Fe is completed. Santa Fe. That's there. Okay. We don't mind that. Clothes are less expensive. Iron is less expensive. Artillery is growing more and more expensive. We need to have a look at that. Yeah, and how are we doing here? We are expanding slowly. Alright, so... Trade routes. Let's see the clothes. We have sell orders 69, buy orders 84. So it's still above the base price, but it's not as prohibitively expensive as it once was. That is good. We get 15 units here. And since we have a trade agreement with them, with Argentina, we are not spending any bureaucracy on this, so that's good. This though, Man of Wars. No, that's fine. It's just like half a pound below. Okay, that's not a problem. Not a problem. Iron. We're still importing iron. Ah, okay. sell orders 142, buy orders 92. So we have no need to import more, right? If I'm reading that right. Yeah, so we can cancel that trade route. From Austria. But we are actually making money on this. But maybe we could just make money. Well, we could have our pups make money from working the iron mines. Wood. Yeah, wood is still expensive. Okay, paper. Okay, tools. That is fine. How are we doing with clothes? Buy orders still are more than the sell orders. Okay. Exporting fertilizer to Argentina, and we're making money on that. That is good. Artillery, what's up with that? Artillery is expensive and we are exporting them. We shouldn't be exporting them. No. Yeah, this is fine. We should see if we can get more grain and more wood and more tools, maybe. Tools. And now iron is going up. And not enough sell orders. That was silly then. Yeah, but we don't maybe need 70 iron. Alright, here we go. Tools and wood are expensive for us, yes. We're working on it, we're working on it. Baking powder unlocked. Rifling unlocked. Okay. Maybe we should prioritize the wood here. It doesn't take that long, right? How are we doing with our technology? We're almost there for mechanized workshops. And then we would go for railways. Yes. Node will be enacted. Yeah, because we're at a point where it's kind of hard. We can't really change the professional army because the armed forces would be upset. We could... Nationalism unlocked. Okay. Great. We could go for landed voting, maybe. The landowners would like that. Yeah, wealth voting seems to make a bit more sense. Industrialists, they are in our government. Why can't we go for wealth voting? Is this allowed by chiefdom, which is not an active law? The law is supported by one of the interest groups in our government, the industrialists. So why can't we do that? There's too much opposition from the armed forces. So if we want this, we would need to get the intelligentsia on board. Right. They are influential, but their leader is a bandit. That's not good. He's hated. So that's not a good idea. Right? At least Manuel. He is loved. Right? All good stuff. He's charismatic. And Santiago de Vidal, okay, he does have syphilis, but he's a popular commander. Nothing wrong with that. So we'll have to wait until they get a new leader. All right. Knowledge of egalitarianism has started to spread toward us. We're almost there for this achievement. Well, achievement. Or this goal that is part of our education achievement. Argentina is importing our paper. We don't agree with that. But, well, we have a trade... What is it? Trade union? No. An agreement with them, so... Iron is a lot cheaper. Yeah. Right? Paper is expensive. We shouldn't be exporting that. Especially if we're losing money on it. Increase immigration completed. Okay, so now we have to incorporate a state. Yeah, as soon as we get this colonization done. Gold fields depleted. Oh, that is sad. There's no more gold in them hills. That's unfortunate. We cannot just let them leave. Yeah, no, it's whatever. It's not an incorporated state yet anyway, so... No active research? What happened? We missed that. Okay. So we did get the mechanized tools, mechanized workshops. That's good. For improving our textile mills. So railways, definitely. That is something we need. 70 months left. That's great. Alright. Buildings. Textile mills. We can go for sewing machines. Dye would become more expensive. We need to import dye then. And craftsman sewing, that is more luxury clothes. And we would need more silk, which is going to be expensive. Okay. We don't really care about this right now, I think. I mean, luxury clothes is for people with money, right? So it doesn't matter if they have to pay more. And mechanized looms. We need more tools, that's okay. And they're currently not making money. How's that? This building can employ 100 capitalists, but they're only employing 6. Let's see with the changes if it's gonna change. Yes. Okay. They're employing more engineers. Balance is like really going up and down. What's up with that? Oh, there's a shortage of dye. Right. Let's try and fix that. I guess we don't need to import more cloths. Cloths. Yeah, I want to know. Here. So orders 56, buy orders 90, so we still need more. Yeah, we should not cancel that trade route. Okay, we just need to add dye. Is that enough? Dye. 10 units of dye. Oh, that exceeds the buy orders. Okay. Let's see what effect that has on the clothes price. Do we need to subsidize that? They're not fully employed. Building is fully employed. They're making good money. Yeah, I think we can stop worrying about this now. Okay, so the Argentina colonization of Buenos Aires and Mendoza has completed. And diplomatic play has started with the Mapuche, so that is... These two they want to colonize, but they're probably going to get all of it because we didn't get involved with this, as we're still doing the southern bit. We could get involved, and we would probably win against Argentina, but do we care enough to put our population's lives on the line? I don't think we do. No, I think we're okay with them doing this. We're gonna have some funny borders, but yeah, see? That's what happens. So this is now Argentina, and this is Chile. And we're gonna get the rest of this as well, I'm assuming. At least I'm hoping Argentina or Britain isn't so idiotic to go for a little bit of these southern islands. Although, of course, in real life, Argentina did go for that, but then they also got Patagonia, so... Mines, okay. Can-do attitude. Soldiers are complaining they have no way to open their canned food. Sure, the food's a bit better, but what's the point if we can't get at it, eh? Some lads use rocks, others knives. The only reliable thing is how bloody annoying it is to eat. Spend some money to develop a way, or they'll figure it out. Developing can opener. It's just gonna cost us money, but yeah, I guess we should develop can openers. Oh, the purse gives the ability to make purchases so the captains allow for more autonomous and effective fleet, plus 10 naval base max level, okay. And chemical bleaching. Oh wait, my goodness. Oh, wait a moment there. Railways unlocked. Chemical bleaching. Okay. Paper bleaching for paper mills. And railways. Ooh, yeah. Increase infrastructure by railways. Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Starting in Santiago. Right, we're using too much infrastructure. Here we're getting very close. And here we're not using any infrastructure anymore because the gold fields have been depleted. Alright. No active research, I know. I know. Let's start building railways here. Railway. What do we need for that? Not enough qualifications. Yeah, we need to build this railway. Which gives us 20 extra infrastructure. Yeah, and then also here, right? But 55 weeks, my goodness. Yeah. I think we should prioritize that. We'll need more iron for the railways, pretty sure. And we'll need to get steel. We need to invent steel frame buildings. So, should we go more production, or is there anything in society that we really want? We got nationalism, right? We could go for organized sports or civilizing mission if we want to colonize, for example, the Panama Canal. I don't think we need to go for that. But this, steel frame buildings, that might be just the thing. This would take 9 years to research, so we're a bit early for that level of technology. Purity. This unlocks multiculturalism, universal suffrage, proportional taxation, and radical party. Leads to labor movement, human rights, and anarchism. Who would want that? Right? Yeah, so those are important innovations down the line, but we're being exposed to this anyway, so we'll get that. We could go for postal savings. For steel mills. I guess this would be good. I mean, we got all the others at this level and the next level. The steam donkey, that would help. 3 years to research. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. This would also help. Vacuum canning. That's just for food industries, which we don't have. Electric fences, street lights, power plants. Okay, yeah. Some good stuff here. Let's get the steam donkey first. Let's get railways. Yeah. The wood and paper are still expensive. Iron is cheap, coal is cheap, fertilizer is cheap, dye is cheap. Okay, that's all good. Grain and paper and luxury clothes. Yeah. How cheap are normal clothes now? We're at about what we need. Yeah. Don't want to mess that up. The rich can pay more for their luxury clothes. Can we improve our grain industry, our wheat farms? Thresher machines, we need threshing machines. Maybe we should build another farm. Yeah, we're already on max here. Egalitarianism unlocked. Very nice. Refrigerated storage, pasteurization. Electricity. Dangerous equipment. Textile mills in Santiago have seen an increase in workplace injuries due to the increased mechanization and poor safety regulations. Accidents have always happened, but I've felt like I used to have time to react. Not this time. I grabbed his arm to pull him out of the way, but I barely got hold of his wrist before the arm was all I held on to. Slow down production while the staff adjust to this new machinery. Ooh. That is tough. Minus 50% manufacturing industry's throughput. No, we can't do that. So we cannot pull the brakes on the engines of progress. I'm sorry. You just need to be more careful. Tobacco, that's fine. Tools. So we need more tools, we need more grain. Yeah. Tools. This is... How are we doing here now? No, I mean Santiago. This is what I want. Okay, we're still having a problem with infrastructure because the railways are not built yet. And here, Los Rios, they still have some capability. I think then this is where we should build a tooling industry. Yeah, we can also expand ports. Engines. Ah, of course. Now that we have a railway, we need engines. So, we need to start a motor industries, but until then, we need to import. And we need steel. This one. Import engines from Austria, I guess. Okay. There we go. We have a railway. The beginning of a railway. Okay. Which means now we're still using too much infrastructure. Steam trains, okay. So we need to expand our railway here. That or another port. For 50 construction, and this is 300 construction. Let's do that, that's quicker. But eventually we will want another railway here too. Okay. This way. Port first. A port first. because there's actually a shortage here still, right? Of infrastructure, and here not yet. So they can wait a little bit for their railway. Okay. Into the investment pool. Alright, incorporate state, yeah, we can't do that yet. Increase infrastructure by railway is completed. Empty the investment pool. Current amount in investment pool 169. Will complete if investment pool equal to 0. Yeah, okay, so you're saying we need to build more? National revenues plus 22k and expenses 18k. So we can actually expand our construction sector. That's a lot of money. But yeah, it's being slowly depleted. Slowly. So we need... No, we need a construction sector here. Yeah. We have one. There are no peasants in Los Rios. What's up with that? They're all working somewhere. In the mines or something. And we haven't incorporated Patagonia on our Araucania, so I guess just another one in Santiago. We can incorporate this. Takes 20 years. Let's do that then. And then we need to wait a few more years for this bit to be completed. And we can do that as well. And next close borders, no way. No way. Okay, how is the situation of the market? Transportation is very cheap. Okay. We have enough iron. We're doing good, but yeah, they want luxury clothes and tea. Maybe we can import some tea? We're not making any. And liquor also, we are not making too much liquor. Could be a money maker. And of course, furniture. Tea and furniture. We have some... no, bureaucracy there. We can do more trade routes, is what I mean. Do we have clippers? Yeah, we have another 100 clippers. Or convoys, whatever. What do we need more of? We still need more grain and we need more wood. Maybe start importing some luxury clothes? Or some more liquor? Can we get more grain? We can, actually. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, we now have tea that's not prohibitively expensive. Engines are going up. We might need to get more. This construction sector probably should be more prioritized. Okay, we're now at a standard of living of 12, finally. Let's see if we can keep that up. 2.8 million GDP, still growing. Almost 50% literacy. Nice. Alright, so we got that other port. We need to work on more paper too. Peace treaty. What? Why are we being notified of something that is happening in Europe that we're not really interested in? Okay, so now we're using 60 of 77. That is good. Great. And here, 11 of 13, so we can build that railway. Alright. And it seems we're now building two things at the same time. Finally. And we're still in the positive. Great. How are we doing with the investment pool? It's slowly going down. Yeah. Meaning that it's being used. That's what we want. Okay, do we want another construction sector here in Los Rios? The problem is... no, Los Rios here. Everybody is doing very well there. Promote social mobility. I think we can cancel this now. They have a middling standard of living, and in Santiago it's impoverished still, although it's rising, but... what about here? Turmoil, yeah, struggling, very, very much struggling. Okay. Oh, we emptied the investment pool successfully. That went much quicker than I thought, suddenly. Ah, because of the expanded construction sector. That's why, I'm assuming. Okay. So now we are no longer in the green. We need to be slightly more careful here with our budget. High tensions with Selknam, yes. Stockpiling gold. And we have unproductive trade routes. Okay, let's have a look at that. The clothes, right? We're losing money on this. 15. How are we doing with our production of that? Well, we're doing very well. But there's still more buy orders than sell orders, so we shouldn't cancel that trade route. Unless we can find one that is more productive. We're losing money on this one. Yeah, but all of them would be losing money. The price will go up again, yeah. There isn't anything more we can do here. Well, no, this... Normal clothes would become more expensive because part of our production would go to luxury clothes. We could... No, subsidizing will not help the productivity. That is what will help. Folk. Those folk die one after the other, right? And the trade unions have grown in influence. Okay, he seems to be a decent guy. Boiler explosion event in Santiago. A factory in Santiago has been rocked by a tremendous boiler explosion. We need to... With dozens dead or injured, the story of this tragedy has quickly become a national event. Yes, these are just the price of progress. Price of progress. Sorry about that, but that's just how it is. What do they actually want? Property women. We're okay with that. Wealth voting, yeah. We wouldn't mind that. Eventually universal suffrage, of course, but anarchy never. Protectionism. Public schools. Yes, we want public schools. Can I guess? Two interest groups, intelligentsia and trade unions, yeah. Would be interesting to see if we can form another government with them. We can actually enact this property agreement. Catholic Church won't like it, but that's fine. Let's do that. Church is unhappy? Yeah. Oh, now we get pious fiction, minus 10% education access. Yeah, okay, yep. That's... It happens, But, yeah, which is why we need to switch to public schools. Inefficient agriculture. The industrialists have started complaining about the existence of subsistence farms in Santiago, stating that their undeniable inefficiencies should be immediately addressed. Yeah, we should follow their advice. Migration attraction. They serve our purposes. Nah, yeah, okay. We agree, but it's a slow process. Santiago is in turmoil. Due to the presence of radicals. We have more radicals. Oh my goodness, yeah, the Catholic Church, right, is not happy. Trade route importing iron from the Austrian market needs additional convoys. No, we're good. We're good with that. We're good with that. We already have 200 convoys importing iron from Austria. That is ridiculous. And that is why iron is so cheap. Well, relatively cheap. It's not too bad, actually. And we use a lot of it, and we're going to use more, so that's fine. Maybe this. That we wouldn't mind to expand a bit. Buy orders 20 now, so we just need more engines until we can make them ourselves. That would be unproductive. Well, so be it. So be it. It is the age of railways. And we're almost done here. 54 days. Is that the last bit? We'll get all of it. Can you get me a speed 5, please? No, there's another bit. Okay. Well, we've been going for an hour, so I think it is time to wrap up this episode and complete this in the next one. So thanks for watching, hit that like button, and see you next time.